Hi everyone, today I want to quickly go over implementing upsells the right way into your business because I know that some guys that own offers or are just coaches or consultants know some things about upsells but don't really know the right way to introduce them into their offer, how to scale them properly, and how to even go about creating them. Like, what am I supposed to do about OTO1? What am I supposed to put there, right? So I just want to go over this today, show the huge potential that upsells have, because if you have an organic offer, then you might have not heard about upsells, and that's okay. But if you're scaling your offer on cold traffic, it's mostly impossible to do that without upsells, just because your CPA is so high, and without the upsells done correctly, it's like really hard to scale it nowadays, just because the CPA keeps rising as the market's awareness and sophistication rise, right? So let's just get into it. The state of upsells today is that if you have an upsell, most of the time your take rate is between 5 to 15%, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But if you want to scale, you should be aiming for anywhere between 25 to 50%. Like, some upsells really have a 50% take rate, and it's doable. You can do that with your offer if it's done properly. And what is the psychology behind upsells? So why do they work? First of all, when people buy the first product on your front end, which is like an ebook or a community, whatever, they are in that buying state, right? Like when you go shopping and you buy that first hoodie, suddenly you want to go buy another thing, and you're just in like that buying frenzy. It's a shopping spree, like automatically. So the same thing happens here. They buy that thing, and that introduces them into the buying state. So they just want to buy. The second thing is that their ego shield is like down. So what happens is they buy that product, and what goes on a subconscious level is that they buy that product, and now they're admitting that they have a problem. So whatever your front-end product's like solution is, going on a keto diet, losing weight, making money with sales, remote sales, or whatever, right? Now they're admitting that, okay, maybe I'm broke, maybe I'm in a situation in life where I don't want to be, I'm living somewhere I don't want to be, my girlfriend is unattractive, I want another girlfriend, or I'm alone, I'm lonely, I want to get a woman, a good woman, so how do I do that? Now they just have admitted to that, so you can just go off that. Because when you first make the sale, the first like really tough thing is to make them buy. But when you make them buy the first thing and you convince them and you make them understand that this is a good decision, then you can just like spin them off into that buying frenzy I mentioned in the beginning. Now they're also acting off momentum, so they're buying and they already decided that I want to change something now. So they will want to change the most things and go to that most desired outcomes, right? And also on the front end, the best buyers are produced with like long form copy because they're more engaged. If you have like a 5-minute VSL or a 1-minute VSL, because some people do that, or just like some short text sales letter or a WOP dashboard, like a WOP, WOP page with no VSL, then that's gonna produce buyers with low commitment. And if they have low commitment, then you're gonna have smaller take rates on the upsells, and that's a problem. So usually long copy works better, but that's a little bit off topic here. And how to go about creating upsells. So usually we have the initial solution on the front end, and we can show that easily on a dating example, because usually a sales process goes like front end product, upsell 1, upsell 2, and then potential downsells. So what do we do? What do we offer as upsells? Well, we solve more problems because we don't want them to be useless, because no one is going to buy them then. So what do we do? On the front end, we solve one problem, and that's like getting dates on Tinder. So if you can land dates on Tinder, okay, that's solved. But most guys who do that probably are awkward at conversations with women, or can't really get them to break the touch barrier, or they can't stay in a consistent, like in a long-term relationship or in a good relationship with a girl. So what do you do? As the first solution, how to get dates on Tinder. Then on upsells, how to escalate, how to get a girl to bed. Or a third upsell, how to build a relationship. Because now, when they're buying that first product, they're not only wanting to get dates on Tinder. In their head, it always leads to some bigger picture that we need to capture. And that bigger picture there is them being with a girl that they love, or just landing a lot of dates and having a happy sex life. So let's help them do that. You also really have to get to know your audience about that. So sometimes it helps to have like an open-ended question form inside of your funnel somewhere, or just use your email list to do that. You can ask like some email lists. You can ask your email list questions, And that does two things, because when you ask them questions, first of all, you're getting the responses that you can later sort out via like that Google software and get a lot of answers. Or if you don't want to do that, you're also just basically making your emails land in primary, because when they respond to your emails are gonna be automatically directed or named as like primary in Gmail and all these other ESPs. So that's really awesome. You can kill two fish with one stone doing that. And there are 3 upsell positions. So you can either go faster, stronger, or better with your upsell. And that's just giving them the same solution, but in a faster way, in a better way, in like a completely different way, you know, just so they can get that result faster or better or whatever. And that's one way to go about that. The second way is the problem to solution bridge, which we just discussed earlier about dates, because we want to then go and bridge them to the full outcome, not just like the front end outcome. And also just upgrade the experience. But what is like the best upsell is actually done for you. It's really hard then to scale it on the backend, because if the backend is done for you like product package, then it's kind of hard to offer it as an upsell. But if you don't have a backend service, or if that's just not interesting to you, then offer done for you package as an upsell 1 or upsell 2, because this has the highest take rate, because practically this is the best upsell they can get. Like, just do it for me and that's done. I don't have to do almost anything. So you can't offer a better upsell than that in terms of take rate. Like, that upsell is just going to win in most markets, unless it's like some really high motivated market that goes off of their like masculine energy to do something. But that also ties into knowing your audience. So what are actually the upsell economics? Let me move my camera first so we can all see that. So let's say on the front end, we have like a book for $27 on, or a community for $27. So the AOV, which is the average order value, if you just had that front end book, is $27, nothing else, right? But if you add an order bump, an upsell 1 and upsell 2, that turns into an average order value of $67 per one order. And that's like just the AOV. So it won't be like that on like every sale, but it's the average that counts. It's the average that scales you. So here, like an order bump, you can offer another bonus ebook or just something simple, and then upsells can be the big thing. And like it's really easy to just really scale off of having upsells, because usually they're more expensive. Like, they're always more expensive. So if you have a cheap book or a cheap community on the front end, then really not gonna make that much money off of it, especially on cold traffic, because on cold traffic you just want to get that sale and boom, because now you have a list that you can, like, you know, talk to and sell more stuff to. But if you really want to make money off of them, you do that by upsells, because then you can jump from $20 to then $100 and then $300 on the upsell too. And that just helps you get so much more money and extract so much more money out of your customers, and just you can be able to help them like so much more, right? Because first you can only sell them one product on the front end, but then you can offer so many more solutions on the back end, which are the upsells. And what is the 5-part upsell structure? So when you have an upsell, what do you do with that? Like, how do you frame it? Well, it's actually pretty simple. The first thing is that VSLs beat everything. Doesn't matter if it's a younger market, older market. Usually VSL, a straight VSL, forced VSL beats everything. So first of all, you want to congratulate them and make them feel right about their decision. So like, just say like how you congratulate them and everything. And then you also want to affirm them that they're in the right place, because if you're targeting an older market, they're expecting a checkout page right here, an order confirmation page. So make it seem like that, because they're going to be scared if you just immediately pitch them something. And that's not something we want to do. We want to make them feel confident and at peace, because buying anxiety doesn't go away with clicking that buy button. It actually amplifies for a bit. So when they just scout them down, make them feel right, make them feel calm, and then you want to amplify the results that they have just bought. So you want to future price the results and just make them see what this product might be able to help them with, what results, like you're going to have this many dates in a week, you're going to land this many clients, and etc., etc. So when you do that, you want to go off of that and show them a new problem. Like, okay, you're going to line these dates, but what about keeping a girl happy in a relationship? What about building a family? What about escalating on that date, right? So then you just bridge that problem to a solution with offering a new upsell, and then you just transition into that and go into the close. Sorry, but you really want to go and really focus on the first two things that are like, those are the most important things, because what really makes upsells convert is consumption. If they consume the message, really a lot of people are gonna buy. And with these two things, you basically force them to consume, because now they know they're in the right place. You can also just frame it as an order and confirmation video. So don't click off, your order is being processed and you're gonna be moved into your member area soon. So, you know, they just feel at peace and comfortable with everything. So what you can do now is just look at your offer. The big mistake people make is they don't plan upsells before creating the offer, but that can still be fixed with a few small adjustments. So either go into your upsell page and implement that 5-part structure I just taught you, or just completely reposition your offer and then go into making upsells, because I truly believe that you're gonna make 70-80% more profit on your front end, and you're gonna produce some really good buyers, because not only are you gonna make more money on average order value, but you're also gonna produce clients with more commitment, because they bought 3 products from you, not 1. And now imagine how much easier that backend high ticket sale is gonna be when they've bought 3 products from you and spent $200 and not 20 on an ebook, right? So if you have any questions, you can either email me, book a call with me, we can discuss some stuff, or just ask in the comments. I'm happy to answer, and see you next time.